And good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wichita Northwest High School for the boys varsity contest between your Grizzlies and the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. Before we go through the highlights of the girls' game here, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. So stay with us. This is NWHSGrizz.com, and you're watching Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Back at Northwest High School, where the girls fall tonight to the Crusaders of Kapaun Mount Carmel, 57-26. We'll give you the scoring highlights for both teams. We'll start with Kapaun. Kaylin Quigley had 6 points on the night. Sophia Jamino had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points, all on 2-point baskets. Lizzie Romer had a pretty monster third quarter. She had 2, 4, 7, 9 points in the third quarter and 12 in the game. Haley Sanders with a bucket. Ellie Stewart had 2. Jennifer Jacobs was the big monster for Kapaun Mount Carmel, but she did most of her damage in the first half. She had 12 points in the first half, 14 overall in the game. Ella Ancio had 9 points, 6 of which were in that third quarter, which just killed the Grizzlies, did the third quarter. For the Grizzlies scoring, Daisha Ogunbayi, 5 points on the night. Tariah Franklin had 12 to lead the Grizzlies. 9 of those were in the first half. Taylor Hatton had 2 3-point baskets in the first half. Taylor Kilpatrick had a bucket in the fourth quarter, and Autumn Austin added a free throw. And I've got them all. That's everybody. So the final score was 57-26. Grizzlies fall to 2-8 on the season, and the girls for Kapaun improved to 7-2 on the campaign. So now we're going to switch it over to the boys. The boys game will be tipping off exactly 15 minutes from now as they're in their warm-up period. We don't have the starters yet for either team. Kapaun boys come in tonight 4-3 on the season. And the Grizzlies 6-2 on the season, and the Grizzlies have been hot. They've won their last 2 in a row and 3 of their last 4. So they've got some momentum going, and hopefully if they can get a win tonight, they can take a 3-game winning streak into tournament play starting on Thursday. And let's tell you what we're going to do with Thursday. Thursday they play in a tournament at Valley Center. Valley Center Studios does a great job doing the games, and they're going to provide the feed for us. We're going to post the link to the game on Thursday on the Grizzly webpage as soon as we get it. Thursday, they play Mays. Friday, and that game is at 3:30, so that's when we'll go on air at 3:30. Friday, they play at 3:30 against North High out of the City League. And then Saturday they will play at 1 o'clock against Topeka Seaman. So two out-of-conference opponents in this tournament, which is one of the reasons why I love tournament play, because you get to play teams you don't get to play in the regular year. And I would love to have played Valley Center instead of North, only because we were already playing North twice in City League. So that would be a third game against North this year. give you the starting lineups in a minute. I'm going to take a breather and rest my throat. We'll be back. Enjoy the warm-ups. Get yourself something cold to drink and a snack, and we'll be back in about 8 minutes. Sorry. And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to Northwest High for the nightcap in our doubleheader, the boys varsity contest between the Crusaders of Kapaun Mount Carmel and your Northwest Grizzlies. Kapaun comes in 4-3 on the season. Grizzlies 6-2, having won 2 in a row in 3 of their last 4 contests. We'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and give you the starting lineups because we have the time to do it. I think before we do that, though, I should do what I always do, and that is welcome everybody to our webcast tonight of Grizzly basketball. My name is Kevin Arkin. Our executive producer is Shane Monroe. Our producers are Andrew Fisher and Raneem Jabril. And we're glad to have you on board, whether you are a member of the Northwest community, albeit students, parents, friends, or a member of the Kapaun Mount Carmel community. We're glad to have you folks on board as well, and hope you enjoy the webcast of tonight's game from Northwest High. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Mel Hamilton Ford, by Andrews Cleaning Service, Keystone Solid Surfaces, Credit Union of America, and Floodman Family Law. We thank all of our supporters for their support of Grizzly soccer, of Grizzly basketball, on the World Wide Web. Here's the starting lineup for the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. Number 0, a senior, Blake Danachek. Also a senior, number 1, Tiger Jones. A senior, number 12, Ethan Stuhlsatz. Number 13, Grant Johnson, is also a senior. And a sophomore, number 14, Will Ancio. That's the starting lineup for Kapaun. Their head coach is Jim Vanek, assisted by Tyler Keim, Will Hebert, Roman Pearson, and Tim Hebert. Now for your Grizzlies, your starting lineups tonight. Number 3, a 5'10" junior guard, Jeremiah Moore. Number 5, a 6'3" senior forward, David Duncan. Number 11, a 6'1" senior forward, Todrick McGee. Number 24, a 6' senior guard, Braden Verbeck. And number 31, Ethan Yandel, a 6'3" senior forward. Those are the starters for your Grizzlies tonight. Head coach is Andy Hill. He's assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Jim Murnaugh. PA announcer is going through some of the preliminaries. We did not have a national anthem before the girls contest. I do not know if they're going to play the anthem before this one. I believe they were having a technical problem with the iPod. Grizzlies playing their 3rd game in 4 days, coming off wins at home Friday night against West High. Big win against the Pioneers of West High, winning by 6, and then going to Southeast on Saturday afternoon and taking the contest there 58-44 over the Golden Buffaloes. And that's the national anthem. Before our game tonight, I'll now introduce the players, and we'll reintroduce them as they come out here. And you can, starting with Cape and Mount Carmel. Senior guard number 0, Blake Danachek, comes out first. Tiger Jones, number 1, following him. Number 12, Ethan Stulsatz. Number 13, Grant Johnson. All 4 of them are seniors. And then the lone sophomore, number 14, Will Encio. And here come the Grizzlies out. Jeremiah Moore, number 3. Followed by number 5, David Duncan, the senior. Todrick McGee, number 11, 6'1" senior. Braden Verbeck, number 24, a senior guard. Braden Verbeck, 6 foot even. And Ethan Yandel, rounding it out, 6'3", a senior forward wearing number 31. Grizzlies are in their home whites. Kapaun is in their road blues. And the Grizzlies will play from right to left in the first half of this contest, as they always do. And the contest will begin with Kapaun Mount Carmel inbounding the ball on the alternating possession rule, as there are no more jump balls in high school basketball. A COVID casualty is the jump ball. We'll see who's going over there to do the honors. It's going to be Tiger Jones to inbound to Blake Danachek. Danachek has it. We're underway here in the nightcap of our doubleheader. Johnson had it around the horn. Tiger Jones passes it back to Danachek. Back to Jones. Out here to Ancio. Still moving the ball around. Now Danachek takes a long 3 off the glass. No good. Goes out of play. It will belong to Northwest. Good start defensively for the Grizzlies. Todrick McGee will inbound to Jeremiah Moore. Moore brings it across the timeline, being harassed there by Grant Johnson. A 2-3 zone to start the game for Kapaun. And Will Ancio strips the ball from David Duncan. Tiger Jones with it for Kapaun. Danachek feeds it into Ancio. Around the horn, Johnson to Jones. Ancio underneath the stool stops. He puts it up and misses, but he's fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Yandel's first foul, and the first foul on either team here in this contest. And his first free throw is way short. If you're just joining us, glad to have you on board. 1 minute in, first quarter. No score yet. Ethan Stulsatz trying to change that, and he does. 1-0. Kapaun leads. McGee into the corner to David Duncan. David Duncan has become the leading scorer on this team. 14 a game since he came back from his injury. Verbeck, McGee, put back. Nice job by Yandel. And the Grizzlies lead 2-1. Jones to Johnson now. Man-to-man defense by Grizzlies. Stulsatz in the paint, can't do anything with it. Sends it to Jones for a three-pointer that misses, but a rebound by Johnson. Out it comes. Danachek gives it back to Jones. Back to Johnson. Grant Johnson passing it around the horn. Stulsatz with it. Tried a spin move, couldn't make it go. Danachek back to Stulsatz, and now he's facing the basket. And a charge going to be taken against Ethan Stulsatz. Player control foul will turn the ball over to the Grizzlies. Duncan will inbound for Northwest. Verbeck comes up to get it. Duncan has it again, brings it across the timeline with Jones with him. Dishes it off. Yandel thought about a three, then gave it away. And Duncan misses his. It's rebounded by Jones, and here comes Kapaun back. Grizzlies lead 2-1. First quarter. Danacek with it for Kapaun. Stulsatz to Ancio. Ancio over to Danacek, who missed. Give the basket to Ancio. 3-2 Kapaun. Grizzlies will inbound on the far side. Moore has it. 5:10 and change remaining in the first quarter, just underway. Duncan with it. Into the paint he goes, pulls it back out. Yandel gives it back to David Duncan. Duncan puts up a 6-footer. Good. David Duncan gets on the scoreboard. It's 4-3 Northwest. Stulsatz, spin move. Puts it up, in and out, no good. Ancio gets the putback and count the basket. He's got 4 of Kapaun's 5 points. Jeremiah Moore brings it down for Northwest. Verbeck. McGee across the way to Duncan. Duncan in the air for 3, no good. Comes in, can't get his rebound, but Moore gets it. And a nice job by Jeremiah Moore to corral it. Verbeck a long 3 is off the rim, no good. And a nice try by Todrick McGee to inbound it, and picking the pocket of Ancio is Jeremiah Moore, and then he lost it. Ancio gets it back, and he'll lay it in. Ancio with 6 points early on. The youngest player on the floor for Kapaun Mount Carmel. Stulsatz picks up his second foul. He'll come out, and coming in for him is Logan Woodward, number 3. Also into the game for Kapaun is number 4, and he's the mystery guest because, as our executive producer, Andrew Fisher, will attest, number 4 is not listed on our program. So if anybody knows who number 4 is, text me at 734-0057. In the meantime, we'll try and find out at halftime. Carson Arndt came in for the Grizzlies along with DeMarcus Hoover. Hoover just put it up, misses, rebounded by Jones. Jones comes down with McGee all over him, and Ancio is fouled going up. Fouls on Carson Arndt. That's the second team foul for Northwest. Kapaun has 3. 3:05 to go, first quarter. Grizzlies down by 3. Ancio's first one is good. I don't know who just called me, but I thank you very much for giving me the information we were looking for. Number 4 for the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders is Will Thingbaugh. And it's a good thing they told me because you just scored. Thing ball gets the basket, 12-4. Grizzlies trail with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. And we're going to take a quick timeout as the teams have taken a timeout. You're watching NWHGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzly Basketball on the internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service, owned and operated by Andrew Dillon. They offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it's a one-time job or regular service, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. They serve the greater Wichita metro area. Check them out at the web on wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 721-3883. Grizzlies inbound coming out of the timeout. DeMarcus Hoover has the ball and will bring it across the timeline. Instead, he sends it to McGee. McGee goes up and he is hammered by Will Ancio. That's Ancio's first foul. McGee will shoot a pair. The first one rattles in and out, no good. Grizzlies need to make some baskets here while the clock is stopped. Second one for McGee is good. He makes 1 out of 2. Grizzlies trail by 7 with 2:10 remaining in the first. Kapaun brings the ball down. Johnson passes it off underneath the basket to Ancio. He misses it, but the putback is put in by Johnson. That's his first bucket of the night. There's a player going down pretty hard. David Duncan comes back in. McGee's going to come out. We need to reset this lineup for you because there's all kinds of changes for Northwest. DeMarcus Hoover has the ball, number 1. Carson Arndt, number 2. David Duncan, number 5. 13 is Tajon Williams, and 25 is Kevin Brown. That's the 5 on the floor for your Northwest Grizzlies. Carson Arndt puts up a long rainbow. Oh, in and out, no good, and rebounded by Ancio. Here comes Kapaun Mount Carmel back. Danicek has it, gives it to Ancio. Over here on the near side to Thing ball, and back to, what do we have called here? We have a turnover called. Ball will turn over to Kapaun Mount Carmel. Luke Porter just came in for Kapaun. Number 5, he'll replace Thing ball. Carson Arndt with it after a long pass. Williams in the paint. Tried to put it up, and a held ball, yes, it's a held ball, and on the alternating possession rule, it will stay with Northwest. 1:13 to go, first quarter, 14-5, Grizzlies trail. Underneath the basket, Brown. Come on, Hoover, there you go. DeMarcus Hoover gets his first points of the night. And here comes Kapaun back. Less than a minute to go now, first quarter. Johnson surveying the man-to-man defense. Danicek for 3, up and no good, rebounded by Duncan. Here comes Northwest back with it. Williams, Hoover for 3, off the heel, no good. Rebound gets picked up by Kapaun Mount Carmel. Pass is blocked, but keeping it and getting it is Woodward. He gets his first basket of the night with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Grizzlies, no doubt now, will play for 1. 16-7, Grizzlies trail. 15 on the clock. Williams. Carson Arndt for 3. Off the heel, no good. He's 0 for 2, and that's the way the first quarter will end. Tough quarter for the Grizzlies here. And at the end of one, it's Cape and Mount Carmel 16 and Northwest 7. This is NWHSGrizz.com, and you're watching Grizzly basketball. Credit Union of America is a proud sponsor of Grizzly basketball on the internet. Headquartered in Wichita, Credit Union of America was officially chartered on March 6, 1935 as the Wichita City Teachers Credit Union. In 1974, they changed their name to Credit Union of America to reflect a membership that's now open to members all over the country. Their board of directors and supervisory committee are comprised of members who volunteer to guide the staff. These volunteers are elected by the membership on a yearly basis with 3-year terms. That's one of the differences of a credit union over a bank. The staff of Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you with all of your financial needs. Check them out at cuofamerica.com or call them at 265-3272 for more information. Kapaun will inbound to start the second quarter. And we're underway. Porter has it for the Crusaders. And trying to get it into Ancio, and it's picked off. There's Duncan with it. Puts up a long two. And that's his second basket of the night, 16-9. Danachek with it for Kapaun. Out to Ancio. Into Janacek. Janacek from 10 feet, misses. Rebound by Ethan Yandel, who's back on the floor for the Grizzlies. Pass from Jeremiah Moore is intercepted. Johnson. Oh, now we picked it right back off by McGee. McGee, an uncontested three. Yes! Todrick McGee for three. And the Grizzlies are back within 4. Danachek passes it around. Ancio getting double teamed with it. And an easy lay-in that time by Woodward. 18-12. Grizzlies trail, 6:40 to go till halftime. Jeremiah Moore, a long three. That's way short. Rebounded by Ancio, and good effort by David Duncan to try and get that ball. He blocked the pass, but couldn't recover it. And it will be inbounded by the Crusaders, who make a couple of changes as Johnson comes out and Porter comes out. Tiger Jones brings it back up. Danachek with it now. Thing ball. Jones. Danachek in and out. No good. Rebounded by Yandel, and here comes Northwest back. Braden Verbeck to Moore. Jeremiah Moore off the glass, short, but he was fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line and he'll shoot a pair. And the foul's on Tiger Jones. That's his first. It's his 5th team foul on Cape and Mount Carmel. Moore will shoot a pair. First one's good. And that's his first point, of the night. Second one is also good. Makes them both 18-14. Grizzlies trail. Thing ball has it for Kapaun. Danachek. And we have something called. Foul called against Todrick McGee away from the ball. 3rd team foul. Danachek comes out. Underneath and picked up by Jeremiah Moore. Moore has Thingbaugh draped all over him, but he gets away. Into the corner to Yandel. Duncan has it. Drives, pulls up, gives it to Moore. Moore thought about a long three and pulled it back down. Drives into the paint. Gives it off to Verbeck. Verbeck to Duncan for three. Off the heel, no good. Rebound to Verbeck. Todrick McGee for three, no good. And this rebound is also by Braden Verbeck. We'll do it again. Yandel for three. Off the heel, no good. I feel like a broken record here. There's a pass that's intercepted. McGee comes up with it. Braden Verbeck for three. Off the heel, no good. We need to move the basket back an inch. Just kidding. 5 3-pointers in a row missed by this team. And we got offensive rebounds on all of them. Jeremiah Moore looking for some help. Tried to put it up. It was blocked. Yandel gets it. Duncan thought about it. Verbeck for three. Missed. This time it's rebounded by Thingbaugh, and here comes Kapaun back. Johnson with it. And a timeout being taken by Kapaun Mount Carmel. You're watching NWHGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Are you considering a remodeling job at home? Do either your kitchen, bathroom, or den need a new countertop? Consider Keystone Solid Surfaces. They're the premier fabricator and installer of quartz and granite products. Make your kitchen a showplace with a granite countertop or food preparation island. Your master bath can be a place of pride with a quartz countertop or a sink basin. Keystone Solid Surfaces uses the highest quality quartz and granite available, and both are available in a variety of patterns and colors. Check out Keystone Solid Surfaces yourself at their website, KeystoneSolidSurfaces.com, or call them at 778-1566. Kapaun inbounds the ball here after the timeout with 4 minutes to go till halftime. Loose balls. Johnson puts it up and in. His second basket, and the Crusaders lead by 6. Duncan. Oh, he tried to behind the player pass, and it didn't work. And Thingbaugh shot misses as well. Here comes Duncan back in the corner to McGee. Yandel to Duncan. Back out here to Verbeck. Jeremiah Moore is thinking about it. Now he's driving with it, pulls it back out. Kapaun in a 2-2-1 zone here. Now into a 2-3. Moore for three. Yes! Jeremiah Moore for three. 20-17, Grizzlies trail. They're hanging in there. They trailed by 9 after 1. They've made up 6 of them here in the second period. Johnson into Stulsatz. Thingbaugh. Jones to Danacek. Back to Stulsatz, and that one doesn't go. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, and Jeremiah Moore will wait for his help to come down and gives it off to David Duncan here with 2.5 to go. To Moore. Back to Duncan. Duncan, a huge three, way short. And Yandel was out of bounds when he touched it, so that'll be the end of that. He'll come out anyway, not because of that, but he's coming out and being replaced by Kevin Brown, number 25. And DeMarcus Hoover also back in the game for the Grizzlies, along with Todrick McGee, 11, Braden Verbeck, 24, and Jeremiah Moore, number 3, and that's the 5 on the floor for your Grizzlies as we approach halftime. Jones passes it to Johnson. Johnson into the corner to Danacek. Ancio. has it. Jones a three, misses. Rebound by Johnson, and he misses the lay-in. A third try misses, but Johnson's fouled the third time, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair with 1:48 remaining till halftime. Todrick McGee's second foul and fourth team foul of the half for your Grizzlies. I would expect McGee will come out after the first shot. First shot misses. Duncan comes in. McGee comes out. Johnson, second one, is good. Makes one out of two, does Johnson. He's got 5 in the game. DeMarcus Hoover thought about it. Oh, into the basket. Get in there. Rebound by Brown. Gives it to Verbeck. Verbeck shoots it across to Moore. A Moore for three. Misses. Jones has it on the rebound for Kapaun. He comes across the timeline, and David Duncan makes a rather unnecessary foul. That's his first, 5th on the team. 21-17, Grizzlies trail. Johnson puts it up, misses, rebound by Duncan. Duncan went down hard. Now there's a foul there. It's on Grant Johnson, who tried to get his own rebound. That's his first, 6th team foul. Carson Arndt comes in. Braden Verbeck will take a seat. That ball's intercepted by Danicek. Thing ball has it, sends it over to Johnson. Johnson loses the handle momentarily, but still has it. Over here to Danicek for three and misses the world. And he was out of bounds when he touched it. It will turn over to Northwest. 54 seconds remaining till halftime. Grizzlies down 21-17. They're in this. Tayshaun Williams back in the game, sends it to Carson Arndt in the corner. Over to Hoover. Hoover drives, sends it back to Williams for three. Yes! Tayshaun Williams gets on the board. And the Grizzlies are only down by 1. And it looks like Kapaun's going to pull it back out and play for the last shot here. Johnson. Over to Danicek, to Jones. Now it's going to come back out to Johnson. 13 to go. Johnson's still with it. Waiting to make a drive. Now he drives it, puts it up himself, and scores. Well, that was a nice play. And that's the way the half will end. And after the first half of play in this Greater Wichita Athletic League contest, Kapaun Mount Carmel 23, Northwest 20. We'll be back with the halftime highlights and other messages of interest after this brief timeout. This is NWHSGrizz.com, and you're watching Grizzly basketball. At Floodman Family Law, they're dedicated to exclusively resolving your family law disputes, whether it be divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, property division, protection from abuse, or other family law-related matters. They hope that you will give them the opportunity to help you. They're committed to zealously representing your interest, and they take pride in fully responding to your questions and concerns quickly, as they understand that divorce and child custody matters can be very trying. They believe that their representation and the support of their excellent and experienced staff will make this difficult time for you a little less challenging. No one wants to go through the tough times that a divorce proceeding will bring, but you can be assured that at Floodman Family Law, your interests are their number one priority. Fast, fair, understanding, and thorough. This is what you can expect from Floodman Family Law. Check them out at floodmanfamilylaw.com or call for a consultation at 269-1950. That's 269-1950. 1950. Floodman Family Law is a proud supporter of Grizzly basketball on the World Wide Web. We're at halftime. And I was half expecting a performance by the Pom Squad, but they're not here. So I guess there is no performance by the Pom Squad here at halftime. So we'll go ahead and give you the highlights, and then we will take a breather. We don't have a guest tonight at half. Tuesday night's a hard night to get a guest for. We'll start with Kapaun. Logan Woodward has 4 points. Thingbaugh has a pair. Ethan Stulsatz has 1. Actually, he has the first point of the game, did Ethan Stulsatz, and hasn't scored since. 7 points for Grant Johnson. 8 points for Will Ancio, all in the first quarter. For Northwest, DeMarcus Hoover, who came in averaging 11 a game, has 2 points in the first half. They were on a first quarter basket. Jeremiah Moore has 7. David Duncan has 4. Todrick McGee has 4. Tayshawn Williams has 3, and Ethan Yandel has a pair, and the Grizzlies are down 23-20 here at half to the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. If you didn't hear us talking about this earlier in the evening, the Grizzly boys go into tournament action on Thursday, and they will travel to Valley Center. They will play Mays High at 3:30 on Thursday. That game will be streamed live by Hornet Studios up at Valley Center. And we're going to pick up their feed. We will have the link on nwhgrizz.com just as soon as we get it for that game. Then Friday they will play at 3:30 as well. They will take on the North High Redskins out of the City League. It is a non-league contest as it is part of that round-robin tournament. That game will also be brought to you by Hornet Studios, and we'll do the same thing. We'll have that game on our website. We'll have the link to the Hornet Studio broadcast on our website. And finally, on Saturday at 1 o'clock, the Grizzlies will take on Topeka Seaman in the final game of that tournament. And that game will also be done by Hornet Studios. At least that's the schedule at this time. Now, if we find out any of those games are not being done by Hornet Studios, we're going to hustle up there and do the game ourselves. One of the reasons we're not doing the game ourselves is, first of all, Hornet Studios does a pretty good job, and my hat's off to everybody at Valley Center. They do a great job putting their games on. But secondly, internet signal is terrible coming out of that building. And last year, when we were up there for tournament, we were unable to get a signal out of that building. And we had to do all the games on a delayed basis. So rather than delay them, we'll go ahead and do them live and pick up the Valley Center broadcast because they're going to be hardwired into their internet, which they won't let us do because they're hardwired into it. So you can watch all 3 of the games in the tournament just by tuning in to nwhsgrizz.com. I just got a text, and I'm not going to read it to you, but I got a text from Phil Glasser, who's watching the game at home tonight. And Phil, just between you and me, I'm going to say thank you for the kind words. That was very nice of you. We have a great production crew here tonight with our executive producer, Shane Monroe, and our producers, Andrew Fisher and Raneem Jabril, bringing you the sights and sounds of this one. Glad to do it. Glad you're watching, folks. Hope you're enjoying the contest. A great nightcap game here. Great first half of action, 23-20. Northwest trails Kapaun at the half. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and then be back with the second half of this one. So stay with us. You're watching nwhsgrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
We're back at Northwest High. We'll be back with the second half in mere moments. Stay with us. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball. The second half of this contest, and we've got them watching from all over the country here tonight. We just heard from the Glassers of Overland Park, Kansas, watching the game tonight, watching their grandson play, and we understand they're also watching tonight in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we're glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth watching tonight's game, and hope you're enjoying what we're showing you here tonight. Grizzlies will play from right to left here in the second half, and again they will. They're in their white uniforms for home, Kapaun in their road blue uniforms, and Northwest will inbound to start the third quarter under the alternating possession rule, down by 3 points. 23-20 our score at halftime. Grizzlies made up 6 of the 9-point deficit of the first quarter in the second quarter, and all they need to do is to keep doing that. On the floor for your Grizzlies, number 3, Jeremiah Moore. 5, David Duncan. 24, Braden Verbeck. 11, Todrick McGee. And 31, Ethan Yandel. And that's the 5 on the floor as we start the second half for your Grizzlies. Blake Danachek on the floor for Kapaun, along with Ethan Stulsatz, Tiger Jones, Grant Johnson. Hey, there's a 3-ball from Moore. And we're tied, folks, 23-all. I need to mention Grant Johnson. Haven't said anything about him yet. And also on the floor for Kapaun is Will Ancio, number 14. Ancio with the ball. McGee almost picked his pocket. Sends it out to Jones around the horn. Johnson into the corner for Stulsatz. Spin move by Ethan Stulsatz. Puts it up, misses everything. Rebound by David Duncan. And here comes Northwest back with Jeremiah Moore leading the charge. He gives it to Duncan. Duncan, he almost lost it. Sends it back out to Moore. Moore to Verbeck. Verbeck in the paint, puts it up. Doesn't go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Fouls on Will Ancio. That's his second. First team foul of the half for either team. Braden Verbeck puts in his first point of the night. Very unusual to see him shut out in a half. Averaging 7 points a game coming into this one. And he makes them both. 25-23, Grizzlies lead. Into the paint to Ancio. He dishes it around the corner. Johnson thinking about a three. Thought the better of it. Tiger Jones with it now. And out to Danacek. Danacek to Johnson. Johnson for three. And it's good. Grant Johnson, leading scorer in the contest. Duncan with it for the Grizzlies. McGee for three. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Danacek for Kapaun. Kapaun will bring it down. They have the ball and the lead. Danacek has David Duncan draped all over him. Ancio with Yandel. Got his pocket picked. And Braden Verbeck with it now for Northwest. Into the corner for Duncan. Around the horn it goes. Jeremiah Moore with it. We have a whistle that I did not hear. I apologize for that. I'm not exactly sure what they called here, but they're going to let DeMarcus Hoover sub. Huh? Okay. Moore got draped all over him. Duncan for three. Yes! David Duncan! That was Verbeck? My bad. Braden Verbeck for three. Thank you, executive producer. We need Verbeck to get hot here. And Ancio's shot rims in and out. And going over the back is Stulsatz. No foul called. Grizzlies will inbound. Jeremiah Moore will have it. 5 minutes, 10 seconds and change in the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 2. Jeremiah Moore is short on a three. Rebounded there by Ancio, and here comes Kapaun back. Stulsatz with it. To Johnson. To Ancio. Jones, Danacek, and now Stulsatz. Now you know who's on the floor. I've called them all. And Todrick McGee is going to get called for a foul. That was a nice effort, though. Problem is, it's his third personal. Blake Danacek out to Ancio. Danacek again. Tiger Jones with it now. He drives in the paint, spins, dishes it off. Stulsatz puts it in and count it. Ethan Stulsatz gets his first point since the first point of the game, and we're tied at 28. We have a foul called on Grant Johnson. That's his second. Be a common foul. Grizzlies will inbound. 4:23 remaining, third quarter, tied at 28. Yandel sits down. He's replaced by Kevin Brown, number 25. That ball is intercepted by Stulsatz, and here comes Kapaun back with it. Grizzlies need to take care of the basketball. Johnson. Ooh. Stulsatz and Jeremiah Moore collided as Johnson went in there to score. DeMarcus Hoover. McGee tried to go up and he traveled. McGee's looking for the foul, didn't get it. They called the travel. And it'll turn over to Kapaun. They have the lead and the ball here. 30-28. Grant Johnson with it. Thing ball. Puts it up for three. Misses. Ball's going to go out of bounds and stay with Cape and Mount Carmel. Danicek gets his first points of the night on a three-pointer, and the Grizzlies are down by 5 again. Hoover had that ball taken away. Ethan Stulsatz bringing it down for Kapaun, dishes it off to Johnson. Under the basket to Stulsatz. Reverse layup, good by Ethan Stulsatz. He's got 5 points, 4 in this quarter. And we're going to have a timeout, I'm sure, taken by Northwest. We'll take it with them. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzly Basketball is brought to you in part tonight on the World Wide Web by Mel Hamilton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hamilton Ford. We thank Lisa Hamilton, Phil Nightingale, and all the good folks over at Mel Hamilton Ford for their ongoing support of athletics here at Northwest High School, and in particular, basketball on the World Wide Web. .301 remaining here in the third quarter, 35-28 the score. Grizzlies have 3 timeouts left. Kapaun has 4. Grizzlies have 1 foul, and Kapaun has 2, and the possession arrow is pointing toward Kapaun Mount Carmel. Jeremiah Moore with the ball. He's joined out there by DeMarcus Hoover, number 1, David Duncan, number 5, Kevin Brown with the ball, number 25, and he just got his pocket picked. Here comes Kapaun back with it. And a rather acrobatic play by Ethan Stulsatz to get the basket and to draw the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 1. And he will come out, and Ethan Yandel will take his place. Stulsatz's free throw is good. And he's got 8 points, 7 in this quarter. And all of a sudden, the Grizzlies are down by 10. That's the biggest deficit of the game. And Blake Danicek picks the pocket. Johnson up, misses everything. Dishes it off to Jones. Jones puts up a 3, and it's good. Tiger Jones, that's his first basket of the night. And it's big because it makes it a 13-point lead. Grant Johnson. Scoop ball in for Grant Johnson. And the wheels are quickly coming off for the Grizzlies here. Hoover gets his second bucket of the night. Tiger Jones gets the basket and a foul. Wow. It's on Yandel. It's his second, third team foul. It will send Tiger Jones to the line to shoot 1. We'll reset the lineup here for you in just a moment. Ethan Stulsatz comes out. Ancio went in for him. Jones' free throw is off the mark. Rebounded by McGee. Here comes Duncan with it. David Duncan goes up. He's fouled going up. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. On the floor with Duncan, number 5, is McGee, number 11. Verbeck, number 24. 13 is Tayshawn Williams, and 31 is Ethan Yandel. That's the 5 on the floor for your Grizzlies. David Duncan, first one is good. His first point of the third quarter. He makes them both. 45-32, Grizzlies trail here in the third. And they led in this quarter. 28-26 at one point. Danacek into the corner for Thingbaugh. And we have a timeout called by Kapaun Mount Carmel. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Credit Union of America is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Basketball on the internet. And as a credit union, they're non-for-profit. Their net income after expenses is returned to members in the form of dividends or interest and or new financial services, technology branches, etc. At a for-profit bank, the income is returned to a group of stockholders instead. Headquartered in Wichita, Credit Union of America was officially chartered in March 1935 as the Wichita City Teachers Credit Union, and in '74 they changed their name to the Credit Union of America to reflect a membership that is now open nationwide. Staff of Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you with all of your financial needs. Check them out at cuofamerica.com or call them at 265-3272 to speak to a friendly representative. Credit Union of America, a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Grizzly Basketball on the World Wide Web. Coming back after the timeout, Kapaun will inbound. Tiger Jones has it for the Crusaders. Williams all over him. 1:20 to go, third quarter. Danacek into the corner, back to Danacek. A long three, misses everything. Braden Verbeck to Williams. Williams will bring it across the timeline. Into the corner it goes. Yandel for three. Yes! Ethan Yandel gets a three-pointer, and it's a 10-point lead again. Or 10-point deficit, I should say. Ancio, two players draped on him, dishes it off. There's a three-point attempt, missing off the rim, and a rebound by David Duncan. Long pass to Todrick McGee, and he is hammered going up by Logan Woodward of Kapaun. He'll pick up his first foul, and McGee will go to the line and shoot a pair, and this is what we need now. We need points with the clock not moving. First one by McGee is good. Danacek comes out. Johnson comes in for Kapaun, joined by Thingbaugh, Ancio, and Jones. Have a whistle. Not exactly sure what they're calling here. Kapaun re-inbounds with 20 seconds to go now. They'll probably play for one here in the third quarter. Trying to get their double-digit lead back. In the corner. Long one for three off the heel, no good. Put back, counted by Ancio. And that's his first point since the first quarter. But it came in a big time for Kapaun as they take a double-digit lead into the fourth quarter. At the end of three, it's 47-30. Kapaun over Northwest. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Kapaun will inbound to start the fourth quarter, leading Northwest 47-36. Jones with the ball for the Crusaders. And there's a long one in and out, no good. Put back by Johnson, misses, and then finally the original shooter, Woodward, scores to make it 49-36. The third quarter, again, was not nice to Northwest tonight. There's a basket and a foul. Todrick McGee will shoot one. Try and get a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he misses the free throw. Rebounded by Stulsatz. Johnson will bring it up the floor for Kapaun. Stulsatz under the basket, sends it back out to Johnson. Kapaun has a big lead. They can take their time to put the ball up. Stulsatz again. Here we go again, this time under the basket. Ancio went up with it, but he was fouled on the way up. McGee's fourth foul. Ancio will go to the line and shoot a pair. First one, in and out, no good. The second one he makes, 1 out of 2. He comes out of the game. Danicek goes in for him. 6:58 to go, 50-38. Grizzlies trail by a dozen. Tayshawn Williams puts up a bomb from 3 that misses. Ball rolls out of play off the back of Danicek, and it will stay with the Crusaders. Jeremiah Moore comes in for Williams now, and on the floor with Moore is Todrick McGee, number 11, David Duncan, number 5, Braden Verbeck, 24, and Ethan Yandel, number 31, and that's the 5 on the floor as we proceed here in the fourth quarter. Duncan, count it for 2. 50-40. Grizzlies got it back to 10 points. Just hard to believe they led 28-26, and all of a sudden they're down by a dozen. There's one that went to Ethan Stulsatz. He couldn't hang on to it. It goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Northwest. That's that good transition basket here we need. Yandel with it for the Grizzlies. Verbeck under the basket, sends it out to McGee. McGee in the paint, puts it up, misses everything. Gets the rebound to Yandel. He puts up a 3, it misses. And now we have a jump ball called as Verbeck and who is that went down with him? That was Woodward. Both went down in a heap. Ball will stay with Northwest on the alternating possession. David Duncan with it, gives it to McGee. McGee to Verbeck. Verbeck. He tried to put a scoop up. Doesn't go, but he's fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line, and he will shoot a pair. Grant Johnson charged with his third personal, and if there's a light, they didn't give him free throws. Well, they will now, because the next foul will put Northwest in the bonus the rest of the game. Jeremiah Moore in the paint, dishes it to Verbeck. A long three coming up. Yes! Braden Verbeck for three. 50-43. Grizzlies down by a touchdown. Danacek to Woodward. Woodward back to Johnson now. Grizzlies in a 2-3 zone. Kapaun trying to find a hole in it. Danacek has it, pulls it back out. Now to Jones. Into the paint. Oh, Ethan Stulsatz was left all by his lonesome. He had an easy layup. 52-43. 4:35 to go. Moore, spin move. McGee, yes! Todrick McGee! And a timeout has been taken by somebody. It's a full timeout being taken by the Grizzlies. We'll take it with them. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Coming out of the timeout, Grizzlies are down by 6, 52-46. Kapaun will inbound the ball to resume play. 4:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies need to play some defense and then get some points. 2-3 zone being played by the Grizzlies. Duncan all over Jones at the moment. Tried to almost block the pass. Woodward on the far side has Verbeck on him. Johnson to Jones to Danacek in the corner to Woodward. Woodward, I think he traveled. Did he travel? Or we have a whistle away from the ball, and a foul's going to be called. It's on Braden Verbeck. That's only his first foul. It's the 5th team foul. Grizzlies have one more to give. Grant Johnson misses. Ethan Stulsatz gets the rebound and the pickup. Braden Verbeck for three. Off the heel, no good. Jeremiah Moore has it go out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. Oh, a foul call. Foul's called on Stulsatz. That's his third. And it puts Jeremiah Moore at the line because the Grizzlies are now in the 1-and-1. Thing ball comes in, and Logan Woodward goes out. Jeremiah, this would be a big one to make. And it's good. Grizzlies back within 7. And he makes them both. 3:30 to go. Grizzlies down by 6, 54-48. Johnson gives it to Danacek. Danacek gets it across the timeline. Now he's getting double teamed. Loose ball on the floor, and coming away with it is Verbeck after McGee got it to him. Are we going to count the basket? That's my question, and the answer is probably no. Grant Johnson guilty of his fourth foul. Braden Verbeck at the line. First one is good. .317 remaining. Short. Grizzlies down by 5. Stulsatz comes away with the rebound for Kapaun. Grant Johnson pulls it back out again. Yandel's all over him. Now Stulsatz with McGee on him. High pressure being played here by the Grizzlies on defense. Johnson. And they're calling a foul. I don't know if they're going to give him the basket or not. They are not. Duncan's second foul. Johnson will go to the line here. He'll shoot a pair. First one's long, hits the heel, no good. He makes the second one, 1 out of 2. That's his first point of the fourth quarter. Danacek comes out, Johnson comes out. We have a timeout being taken. And we'll take it with him. You're watching NWHGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Coming out of the timeout, 2:53 to go in the fourth. 55-49, Grizzlies trail. They have the ball. They have 2 timeouts left, as does Kapaun. The possession arrow is pointing toward Kapaun Mount Carmel, and both teams are in the bonus. Moore to Duncan. Duncan over to McGee. McGee for 3. Yes! Todrick McGee is on fire. And the Grizzlies are down by 3. Danacek for Kapaun, double teamed on defense. Thingbaugh puts up a 3. Get out of there, and it does. And a rebound to David Duncan. Here's a chance for the Grizzlies to get within 1 or even perhaps tie it with time on the clock. Jeremiah Moore is hammered as he went up, and he is down hard. Thingbaugh's first foul. Jeremiah Moore going to the line. He'll be shooting a pair, I believe. Of course, it will be nice to make them both. Come on, Jeremiah. We need this one, buddy. Well, he missed them both. Worst thing that could happen in this situation would be to miss them both. So they're still down by 3, but Kapaun has the ball. Danacek puts it up off the glass and good. Oh, no, they called a charge. His second foul, no basket on the play. And Jeremiah Moore brings it across the timeline. Oh, he slipped and fell, lost the ball. Here comes Danachek with it. And Braden Verbeck fouls him. Will send him the line to shoot a 1-and-1. .146 remaining. A miss here would be nice. We didn't get it. That's only his 4th point of the game. All in the second half. Danachek makes them both. He's got 5 in the game. The lead is 5. It's a 2-possession game with 1:40 to go. McGee puts it up. It doesn't go. Stulsatz gets the rebound. Johnson will try and get the ball across the timeline with McGee all over him. Thing ball back to Johnson, across to Danachek. Now the Crusaders can kill some time because it's a 2-possession game. Johnson. Stulsatz back to Johnson. Danachek, guys, you're going to have to foul him sometime. I think David Duncan was trying to do just that and couldn't get him. Now we have a whistle. Braden Verbeck is successful, picks up his 3rd foul, and will send Tiger Jones to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 52 seconds remaining in the 4th. He missed. Rebound to Duncan. McGee brings it down for the Grizzlies. Back to Duncan. Back to McGee. Back to Duncan. Back to McGee. McGee, a long 3, fading away, no good. And Duncan got the rebound, tried to pass it forward, and it was intercepted. Here comes Kapaun back, and down there all by himself, his thing ball, and he has an easy lay-in, and that may just have done it for us because that makes it a 3-possession game. 18 to go now. Moore's 3-pointer is short, and that will do it. 10 seconds. Kapaun can run it out. And they will. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are final. Your final score, Kapaun Mount Carmel 59 and Northwest 52. We'll give you the scoring highlights here before we sign off, tell you what we're doing the rest of the week after this quick timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHSGrizz.com, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Go.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Tough night here at Northwest for the Grizzlies as they drop both ends of the doubleheader. The girls losing to the Crusaders 57-26, and the boys following it up, losing 59-52 in a game in which they led in the third quarter, 28-26, and then the wheels just came off after that, and they never could quite get it back. They got it back within 2 at one point, but that was it. So let's give you the individual scoring wrap up here. Blake Danachek for Kapaun had 5 points on the night, as did Tiger Jones. Logan Woodward had 6. Thingball had 4. Ethan Stuhlsatz had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 on the night. Grant Johnson with 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 15 on the night to lead all scorers. Ancio had 11, 8 of which were in the first half for Kapaun Mount Carmel. For the Grizzlies, DeMarcus Hoover had 4, all. I shouldn't say it all in the first half. That's not true. He had 4 points on the night. Jeremiah Moore had 5, 8. He had 10 points. He was in double figures. David Duncan, 2, 4, 6, 8 points on the night. Well below his average so far. They held him in check. Todrick McGee had 8, 9, 12, 13 points to lead the Grizzlies tonight. He's been averaging 9.4 a game, had 13 on the evening tonight. Tayshawn Williams had 3. Braden Furbeck had 8, all in the second half. And Ethan Yandel had 5. And again, the final score, 59-52, the Grizzlies fall. So once again, the Grizzlies go into tournament play this week. They will go to Valley Center for 3 games. They will take on Mays Thursday at 3:30. They will take on North Friday at 3:30. And they will take on Topeka Seaman Saturday at 1 o'clock. All 3 games will be streamed live either by Valley Center, which is who I think is going to do it. And you just click on at game time. We will have the link on nwhsgrizz.com. You can just go right there and click on the link and watch the games. If for some reason Valley Center is not going to stream the game, we will stream it ourselves. So enjoy the weekend. We got a big weekend of tournament basketball. Hope you enjoy the games, as the Grizzlies will be looking to rebound from tonight's loss, which puts them at 6-3 on the season. Kapaun ends up 5-3 on the season. For our executive producer, Shane Monroe, and for our producers, Andrew Fisher and Raneem Jabril, I'm Kevin Arkin, thanking you for joining us wherever you are in the country and on planet Earth. And once again, Grizzlies fall tonight 59-52. We will see you next time.